slight change of mood. This one's called Inquiry 2010. You say, we need democracy. What is this thing, democracy? Sometimes it's kind of hard to see so much blood for a pack of lies. A smiling prime minister's disguise, an unwilling country's demise. The tears in their eyes of millions of us that marched. It was about 1 million who died, and I don't want to talk about the billions that were pilfered on the side. You see, we're bound to remember, but lest we forget, our undivided leader didn't tarry or fret. Whereon came the war cry, scores of soldiers were sent. Once they'd gone, it was like when the curtain was rent in two, and history would always be bent. Democracy, democracy. What's this thing, democracy? Sometimes it's kind of hard to see so much blood for a pack of lies, a smiling prime minister's disguise, an unwilling country's demise. There were tears in the eyes of millions that marched. It was about 1 million who died. And I don't want to talk about the billions that were pilfered on the side. Now the brave and the bold, they were kept waiting below for the cannons to thunder and the horsemen to show. But the War of the Noughties 2003 set children on fire like a jamboree. Where they burn, the sky claps. Here radios hum with words like air strikes. Democracy comes. Democracy, you think I need democracy? But who am I if I can't see so much blood? For a pack of lies, a smiling prime minister's disguise, an unwilling country's demise. There were tears in the eyes of millions of us that marched. It was about 1 million who died. And you know I never told you about those billions pilfered on the side. Thank you. And just the one more. Two similar, sorry, because there's two. This one's called Did You Say You Want a Revolution? No, Jack, I'm okay. It's the kids on the street I can't hack. Sleeping rough, acting tough. I think one of them's even up the duff, because someone dove in a muffin. What's this about orphans on the increase in the Middle East while Blair's on the run making fun in the sun and kids with no mum? Why blame my name? I guess I do feel a bit shit saying I'm a Brit, and that's just it. We marched with eyes, seeing lies, hearing cries, watching jets rise sky high. And who was the fall guy? Kelly. Doc. He says the clock is ticking on them Westminster jocks, running amok. Where they going to hide? Under a rock? Leave the houses on a barge? Are you going to vote for Nigel Farage? He's about, you know, they've let him out. And he rants, and he rants, and he rants about immigrants. But actually, it seriously gets my goat. I'm paying people to live in a house with a moat. There ain't no antidote. All my options are a bit random and remote. They gloat, even if I can be bothered to vote. Here's our situation. The bankers are getting off with my ruddy ration. The kids are giving up ideas beyond their station, because even they can see the exploitation living in this condemnation. It's pointless blaming immigration for a shortage of accommodation, because the Prime Minister's declaration of war and the nuclearisation, he ain't Captain Trident's implementation. He doesn't give a damn about the next generation. You know what we get from living in this condemnation? A pile of frustration. And another thing, they're making cuts to education. All this privatisation. We some kind of third world nation treating the older generation. We're screwing them out of proper hospitalisation. You know what I want? What I really, really want is democratisation and proportional representation, because I voted for dem liberalisation. I didn't really. But can someone tell me how the fuck we got stuck living in this condemnation? Thank you.
Fantastic.